Back in studio with Big Perk. Perk, when the Cavs traded for James Harden, did you anticipate this kind of a performance on the playoff stage?
I did, especially on the offensive end. The one thing that we don't give James Harden enough credit for is he has been one of the best facilitators over the last 3 years. He makes guys around him better when it comes down to, especially big men. When you talk about Evan Mobley and Jared Allen getting easier looks, Donovan Mitchell has never played with a guy like James Harden, right? That's going to take pressure off of him, and you're starting to see it. You see it in his ability to be able to get the one-on-one coverages, because you have to also respect James Harden, his three-point ability and his scoring ability. He's still one of the greatest scorers that we've ever seen in the history of the game.
It's going to be a crazy Eastern Conference playoff. I mean, we're one day in here, but you could make a case for several teams coming out of the East. So we'll put a pin in that. Let's talk about what just transpired in Los Angeles. Rockets and Lakers just finishing up Game 1. LA heavy underdogs, despite having home court for the series. Here's a little bit of a news break here. Kevin Durant, we thought he might go, didn't play because of a bruised knee.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. We knew Luka was not going to be there. We knew Austin Reeves was not going to be there. LeBron, a wholesale distributor in this game, had 10 assists in the first half alone. At 41 years, 109 days old, the oldest guy ever with 10 assists in an entire game, much less a half. Close game, though. Lakers up 2 at the break, third quarter. LeBron playing a little bully ball here, Perk.
I call it daddy ball. That's what I do to my sons in the driveway when they call me out. I take them straight to that low block and punish them just like that.
Do we have any video of that?
The crazy thing is the Rockets, no game plan whatsoever. The man had 5 or 6 dribbles and no one came to help, which is ridiculous.
Later in the third, here we go. Jae'Sean Tate, loose ball foul on Marcus Smart. Tate gets teed up. Take another look, you just kind of yanked him down. You can't do that.
No. I mean, but you try to junk up the game when you get your butt kicked.
I like to junk up the game. We're going to talk about that because J.J. Redick kind of junked up this game and worked with his squad. Fourth quarter, LeBron stepping into his 3. Lakers up by 13. Next possession, Luke Kennard. You know how good of a shooter he is. He really
Kennard dog.
I did not have him on my bingo card for tonight.
No? And then LeBron. Tough shot. Is he going to? Yeah. Goes to the left and throws it in. That's when you know, okay, this is going to be the Lakers night. Up 16 at that point. LeBron, one more.
Another 5-6 dribbles, no help. Just leave a guy on the island by himself. This is LeBron James we're talking about. And the poster.
19-8-13 as the Lakers beat the Rockets 107-98. The finals. As I said, the Lakers are the underdogs in the series. Maybe not anymore after winning Game 1 at home. When you looked at that game, we had Danny Green on talking about junking it up. J.J. Redick tried to get it a little messy. How did he do that, and how did the Lakers win this one?
Well, one, J.J. Redick outcoached Ime Udoka. Let's put that out there first. Number 2, one team looked prepared and the other team didn't, and that team was the Lakers. Offensively, we saw the synergy there from the jump. We saw the cutting. We saw the ball movement. We saw every single thing. They had a game plan coming into this game, and they executed it all across the board. It started with LeBron James setting the tone. You could just tell from his emotions. You could tell from his attack mode and him getting guys involved early, especially DeAndre Ayton. I believe like 3 of those assists were to DeAndre Ayton for pocket passes or lobs. All of a sudden, you saw the trust with Marcus Smart being able to be a primary ball handler at times. Then Luke Kennard, he had him an awesome night. Defensively, J.J. Redick had the perfect game plan. The world knows that the Houston Rockets can't hit a bull in the ass with an ironing board. That's how horrible they are shooting the damn basketball. The world knows that. They are one of the worst shooting teams in the league. They couldn't figure it out. So the game plan was, hey, you know what? Let's not turn over the ball, and we go live and die with them taking shots. And guess what? The Lakers came out victorious.
I'm still stuck on that visual of a bull and an ironing board, but
it's a country thing.
I like it. I respect it. Let's talk about Kevin Durant. No KD in this one. He was questionable. He did not play. We got to go back to that deep sigh. You said I'll talk about it later. It is later. What do you make about the way that the Rockets played without Kevin Durant, and are you at all concerned of his availability?
Well, one, I got so many things running through my mind. The number one thing is, how is he not available after having so many days off? They wasn't in the play-in tournament. Like, what the hell is really going on? We watching Anthony Edwards at this point of it's the playoffs. We watching Anthony Edwards. He's playing with a hurt knee. We watched Steph Curry in the play-in tournament play with a hurt knee. Now, I'm not sitting up here and I don't want to question, Kevin Durant and whether or not, he could have played or not, but I am somewhat questioning it.
You are questioning?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay.
I want to know. Like, at this point, like, you got to put your body on the line even more. You got to go get that total raw shot or whatever it is and get your behind out there on that floor. Your team needs you. As you can see, even Kevin Durant at 70% or 60% is a whole lot for this team, especially them offensively.
They could not get anything going offensively. They had Reed Shepherd who could create a little bit, but that was they
can't shoot.
Well, and I got to interrupt you.
Losing streak in 22 years. Check this out. Teams with 10-game losing streaks in the divisional era since 1969. The Mets are the 183rd different team to have one of those. Only 3 of such teams have gone on to make the postseason. Now, the good news, if you're looking for good news and you're a Mets fan, it did happen just last season with the Guardians.
To the NBA playoffs, you got the Cavaliers hosting the Raptors in Game 1. Now, the Raptors won all 3 regular season matchups between these two teams by 10 or more points in each of them. But this one, all Cleveland, early in the first quarter. Cavs trailing 31-28. Donovan Mitchell pulls up for 3. Boom, scores tied at 31. Late in the first, Cavs up 2. Mitchell steals the ball, pushes it up the floor. No-look dime to Max Strus for the layup. Strus is fired up. Of course he is. That was a nice play. Cavs lead 35-31 at the end of the first. Now James Harden dishes it to Evan Mobley for the massive poster. Let's take another look at that. Cavs ahead 61-54 at the break. Now early in the third, Cleveland pulling away. Strus knocks down the corner 3. And the ensuing Cavs possession, Strus, another one. He scored 8 straight points in the third quarter, finishing with 24. That's a playoff career high. Now Donovan Mitchell, step back 3. That man's going ham. That's an upgrade from Bologna. 32 points on the day. The fourth quarter, Harden bounces it to Mitchell for the floater. Harden and Mitchell combined to score or assist on 82 of the Cavs' points. Here's Harden.
I think for both teams, you really just get a feel for the atmosphere, the details on what both teams are trying to do, both ends of the ball, and whoever is successful, usually comes out with the victory. I think tonight we did that. We still didn't play well. They didn't play well, but it'd be like that.
You try to be aggressive. You try to have your imprint on the game, and I think the biggest thing for game 2 is just understanding that it's going to be even tougher. It may be grab and hold more. It may be press more. It may be whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you just be ready for anything. And that's not just this series. It's every series I've been in, just being ready for whatever's. And that's not just me. It's a team thing as well, right? So just being ready for whatever comes, and you watch the film and you try to get better.
At the end of the day, me shooting 9 shots is not going to win a basketball game. So just got to figure out ways where I can still be effective while they're doing whatever defense.